Boner builder! I know you've still got it, chica. I rolled my eyes, because that was the only part of my face that actually moved. The Botox had kicked in, and my entire face was frozen. Never again was I going to take beauty advice from Johnson. He was an asshat. "This is a swimsuit spread for AARP," I whispered to Bella Madonna. "People who read AARP don't get boners anymore." The contingency from the magazine gasped and began chatting furiously amongst themselves. "Busted," Bella Madonna said with a wicked grin. "Again." Whoops. Guess I had to work on my whispering skills. I was going to get an earful from my agent tomorrow. I was hanging on to my waning career by my claws and couldn't really afford to be banned by clients, even AARP. Bella Madonna cackled and grabbed a parka from the stylist to warm up. "Hey, Arnaldo," she yelled. "Just take the damn pictures. My nips are so hard they're about to crack and fall off. I'll sue the shit out of all of you if I lose sensation in my nips." Arnaldo mopped his dripping face with a towel and swore in a language that was a combo of French, Italian, and Spanish. He was from Brooklyn. His real name was Frank, and he was a pudgy douche who had married into the Stoopy family, the largest media conglomerate in the USA. He wasn't a shitty photographer, but he was a spineless asshat. Bella Madonna and I didn't suffer spineless asshats lightly. "Take 5, the assistant called out. Shit. I didn't have time to take 5. I was going to be hairy soon. However, it didn't look like I had a choice. Johnson sprinted over and handed me a fleece blanket to cover myself and warm up. His eyes were huge, and he wrung his hands nervously. "This is bad. This is very, very, very bad," he fretted, pulling a wine cooler from the pocket of his caftan and downing the contents. "I can do the mama cast if necessary." Johnson was a wizard. A 40-year-old gay wizard. We'd been inseparable since we'd met in rehab for magical exhibitionists 20 years ago. Johnson had a bad habit of conjuring up Cher lookalikes at gay bars, and I'd been found guilty of flashing Fang when pulled over for speeding. I didn't see the problem. I'd never ended up with a ticket, but apparently sending human patrolmen into therapy was a no-no. My wizard buddy had a few obsessions, Cher obviously being one of them. However, his love of Cher paled in comparison to his adoration of Mama Cass. He knew every lyric to every song the Mamas and Papas had recorded. His impromptu concerts at gatherings were epic and usually involved copious amounts of alcohol. Johnson only wore caftans in honor of Mama Cass, and for the most part refused to eat ham due to her cause of death. "Your wig is slipping," I told him, hoping that the Mama Cass wasn't going to be necessary. But if the shoot kept going, desperate and horrifying measures would have to be taken. "Balls," he muttered, adjusting his long brown, parted-in-the-middle locks. "Should have glued it on. Didn't know it was going to be so windy." Johnson was bald. Most of the time, he sported his shiny, hairless pate, but on special occasions, like accompanying me to shoots, he liked to get spruced up. He was totally spruced up this evening. His rose-colored floral caftan was dotted with silver sequins. "I have about 10 minutes left," I said, looking up at the sky. "If we go longer, do the Mama Cass. I'll haul ass to my trailer and you'll need to shave me." "What if I'm still choking on the ham sandwich? How can I shave you if I'm inhaling my own vomit?" he asked, getting slightly hysterical. My mind raced with unacceptable scenarios. Most debilitating was the one where there was photographic evidence of my hairy issue. "Okay," I said, pulling a plan out of my skimpily clad, gold-covered butt. "You start choking. I scream like the world is ending. I grab you and bring you to my trailer so you can recuperate. Then you shave me. I have 3 electric razors. You can do my body, and I'll deal with my face." "Not sure your face will need it," Johnson whispered. "You have so much botulism in your head that it might stunt the hair growth." "For real?" I asked, touching my wrinkle-free, unmoving face. He shrugged, then downed another peach wine cooler. "It's a possibility." "Whatever," I said, feeling my stomach begin to cramp with nerves. "We'll have about 10 minutes to shave my whole..."